Hi, Mark here. Friday, October the 24th, just after 10:30 a.m. Eastern. That's just after 2:30 p.m. GMT. Last Last day of the trading week, and let's have a look how the US dollar is performing, starting on the index. And you can see, similarly to the last 2 days, pretty flat, not much of a body at all, slightly up, if anything, on the day. I've got support at 98.52, and I've got resistance at 98.93, and both support and resistance have held strong this week with price action pretty much in the middle of that range. If I zoom in on the hourly, you can see US dollar was sold off earlier, 2 hours ago, but certainly is looking to fight its way back and looking up at the 98.93 resistance level. Let's have a look at the majors. I'm starting with the Euro US. On the daily, there you can see third consecutive day, higher highs, higher lows, green candlestick. I've got support at 116.01 and I've got resistance at 116.46. So close to a 50 pip range. I'm going to zoom in on the hourly. And there you can see looks like US dollar weakness. Looks like the euro is trying to fight its way back. Sold off an hour ago, but overall looks like the EMAs are up, trend is up, bias is up, and buyers looking at the 116.46 resistance area. And then look at the pound. Let's start on the daily. And there you're seeing the sixth consecutive day of dollar strength, selling the pound, buying the US dollar, red candlesticks, support holding strong at 133, and I've got resistance at 133.59. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see 2 hours ago, strong pound, weak US dollar. So we did have weak US dollar, but it's definitely fighting back, bounced down off this resistance area at 133.59. And sellers of pound buying, buyers of US dollar strength, looking down at the one to come and test the 133 level. But like I say, a support level that has held strong up until now. Let's look at the US against the yen. Strong US dollar against the yen. Sixth consecutive day, green candlesticks again. I've got support at 152.31 and I've got resistance at 153.04. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see the weak US dollar was sold off 3 hours ago, all the way down to that support level, but it's definitely fought its way back. There's the long wick, there's the green candlestick from an hour ago. Buyers of US will be looking up at this 153.05. Sellers of US, buyers of yen, looking down at this 152.31 support level. And the last of the majors we're going to look at is the US against the Canadian. And here it's all about the US, Canadian not fighting back at all. Support 139.83. And from the open, there has been steady demand for the US. I've got resistance here at 140.38, looking to test that intraday resistance right now. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see steady demand for US against the Canadian, strong US, weak Canadian, and buyers here looking at the 140.38 resistance level. If there's going to be a turnaround from strong US to weak US, and Canadian is going to put in a look for at least a turnaround or reversal. The sellers of US buyers of Canadian will be looking down at the 139.83 support level. So US dollar definitely started weak, looking to fight its way back. We've got support and resistance levels to work with. Good trading, and I'll see you at the end of day.